Bailey boys, Dick, Chuck and Len. We got into a group of about 6 up in Burma Railway. We tried to stay together, but that was impossible. But we were always mates in the army. In my portrait of the army, I'm between the two Bailey boys, gone quite high. Oh, there's Plum Gauge. I can't think, but they're all in that little list there. Ron Hahn, Jim Smith, but Jim Smith died on H-Force, Ron Hahn died on A-Force. Plum Gauge got saved, as I said before. But when we got up to the Burma Railway, there were 6 of us really there. We tried to stick together whenever we could. If 4 of us got separated, we always try and find another one to be with him. So that was that, yeah. But I know we had mates, we stick together. But if you never had a mate, I had a little fellow named Rodney Barker. I think he's from the 26th Battalion, Baker, the 26th Battalion. When I saw he had my own mates, I made it up with him. But he died up there in the railway, so that's how things happen.
Did you have any of your friends who had amputations?
Yes, George Tucker was on A-Force and lives around the corner actually, lived around the corner. He had 3 amputations up in A-Force. He had his ankle taken off, he had below the knee taken off, and the 3rd operation was above the knee. And when he got back to Australia, he had to have inch and a half his bone cut off, so they put a wooden leg on him. So George Tucker. There was also a fellow named Parkin, just forget his Christian name at the moment, but he had a leg off up in the A-Force too. So there's 2 fellas I know at A-Force.
So was the surgeon who did that, what would have been Sir Albert Coates? Do you know whether the surgeon who did their operations was it Coates?
No, I wouldn't have a clue.
No.
But they both survived and they came back with television in the South Australian Electricity Trust. They came back. Yeah, so they got jobs as telephonists. What else could I talk about? I talk about the cards we used to play. First taken prisoner of war, we had a few packs of cards. With every moment we had, we used to play cards, and we had little play bridge. I couldn't play bridge, but I learned how to play bridge. And we used to have these teams, we'd play against one another. But on a full moon, we would play 3 or 4 days before the full moon, and 3 or 4 days after full moon. We'd play nearly all night, playing cards. Yeah, and that was very interesting. And Happy Feet. Well, a lot of people with the rice, I don't know what caused it, but we had Eric Wilson, a lot of others too. They, what we call Happy Feet, they used to just burn all the time. And I've seen Eric Wilson just lay on his back and hold his feet with his hands, trying to cool them off. I don't think it done him any good, but he suffered for years after he got home with the Happy Feet. I've had a lot of problems myself. Bob Giles, the person we're going to visit shortly, he's had the problem, he still had trouble with feet. I don't know what the cause was of it, but just lack of vitamins, I think, just done some damage to our feet. Of course, the walk up the Burma Railway would do it either. No.
Max, we're out of time. May I say how much I appreciate you. Well, number one, I appreciate the contact and friendship that we've had over the few years, and your advice and the information that you give me, and the opportunity of interviewing you today.
I thank you, Peter, for the opportunity to talk to it and get it on film and that.